Greetings and salutations. I'm Zook, your lovable storyteller, and welcome to Geeks Anonymous. In this episode, I'm joined with Dolphy, Sig, and Kaz, and we're playing Pokemon. I think this is like the fourth or fifth episode of this series. We're going to start off with a couple announcements before we get into the actual game. Let's take off a repeat. And First one is that all of the music you will be hearing today is from OC Remix. You can go to ocremix.com and they have a bunch of fan-made video game and just fandom-based things made by fans like you and me. It's all royalty-free, so you don't get DMCA striked if you want to play it on Twitch or YouTube. Um, some of the art you will be seeing today, specifically right in the middle, which is this way. Yes, this way on my camera. Is That art is from Hikaru-chan. Go to @Hikaru-chan on either Twitch or Twitter and follow them there. Great artist. Commission them. They're wonderful. Do it. It's awesome. Um, but that's all the announcements that I have for today. We're gonna go to the recap. Tia, Dolphy, are you ready for a recap? Can you pull one out of your ass for 5
Okay.
additional trainer XP?
We didn't play last week. Give me a second.
Not last week. It was the week before. We started off with you guys. Where was the starting point?
We literally fell into a ditch.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
where we
right.
pretty much
Shit.
started. Yeah, you went
That's
north.
right. So we tried to climb through a crater and go across it. But we're clumsy people, and so I believe it was. I know it was Pippa. I think it was Pippa and Paige, maybe, who fell on our asses and slid into Poe. And we all fell underground into a neat little cave system where we got to participate in our first trainer battle. But before that, all of our Pokemon were mixed up and scattered. And so we had to have the fun adventure of trying to make connections with our teammates' Pokemon while attempting to reunite with each other and not dying.
I broke a leg.
You did.
Yes,
But it's fine. It's the next
Pippa.
episode. You're okay now.
clearly.
Pippa stuffed her hand in a toilet.
We're not going to talk about that. So yes, we battled what appeared to be hypnotized Pokemon and their equally hypnotized trainers. And once everyone was defeated, they kind of snapped out of it, and we made our way through. Found a crystal hooked up to like a computer system that seemed to maybe be the source of all the weirdness. Which then we proceeded to destroy, or rather, I asked Mankey if he wanted to destroy the thing, and of course Mankey wanted to destroy the thing.
Yes.
And on our way to find the exit, we encountered an Alolan Raichu hooked up to some psychic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so we made a psychic link to try and like communicate with it and maybe like get it to snap out of it, but apparently it was very content where it was and very grumpy. And some sort of Eye of Sauron nonsense summoned the Raichu, and then we left, and I believe that's where we left off.
Yeah,
Or we separated. Well, we separated after trying to warn our new friends about the Unity Council, but they apparently were all gung-ho about the Unity Council, so that's a thing.
Yeah, they actually seemed relieved to hear that the Unity Council was nearby. Yeah, that's basically where we left off. Let me change the track. Go next playlist. We'll keep that going. So yeah, that's basically where we left off. You guys found basically what you had fallen into was the old Diglett's cave. And you found a split in the route, either to go to 2 or 11. And through some research, I believe it was Paige who figured it out. 2 led to basically the route to Pewter City, and 11 led to the route to Vermilion City. Of course, you guys wanted to head to Pewter, so you started heading towards Pewter. You continued along the tunnels in Diglett's cave until it emerged outwards to basically an old building. And at that point, you see a signpost that basically has direction north saying Pewter, direction south saying Viridian, and Indigo Plateau. At that point, the two groups split off. The girl and the young girl and the scientists all left in one direction. Basically, they said they had a contact in Pallet Town. So that's where they went, and you guys began heading north. It has been a day since that has occurred. You basically it's early morning, and I'm going to have Paige. You wake up. It is early in the morning. It is about 7 or 8 o'clock. So as you kind of wake up, I'm gonna have you make a perception check for me right off the bat.
Well, I see something. What do I see?
Okay. So you're looking around and basically still rubbing your eyes, getting awake in the morning. And it's not what you see. It's rather what you don't see. As you're looking around, you see Pippa is slumbering peacefully in the corner with her two Pokemon. Your Pokemon are kind of rousing as well, but then you realize what time it is. You were supposed to wake up for your shift, for your watch, about 4 hours ago. It seems that Poe never woke you up, and that's when you notice that there is an absence of Poe. Poe is not there. You look to where Poe was laying down, and all you see where they once were is their backpack, picked over with a couple Pokeballs that rolled out, as well as this disc on the ground where they were once sleeping. What do you do?
Investigate the area.
Okay. So you head in the direction, and you right to the Pokeball, right to the backpack, and you see basically all of Poe's items, every single one of them. So you got potions, everything that they have, and then you see the Pokeball with the ghost symbol on it, basically Honage's Pokeball, and it's just lying there. It's not the big form, it's the little form of Pokeball, so it just kind of slid out. And as you're kind of rummaging through, you see the Apricorn Ball that you all have, and it slips out of your hand and falls to the ground, and that's when it basically opens up and just kind of lays there open, and there's nothing inside. So where Silicobra was, Silicobra is no longer. What do you do?
Panic noise.
And you're kind of scrambling around. That's when you notice this little disc. You've seen a disc before like this, and it goes into the Pokedex that you found, and it says it looks like it used to officially say HM01, but it was scratched out and it says TM93 instead. What do you do?
Wake Pippa up.
All right, Pippa, you are woken up by a panicking Paige.
What?
So Poe is gone.
What?
Yeah. Poe is missing.
He's gonna sit up and look around.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
No.
I mean,
Actually,
still...
I don't think so. No.
No.
Yeah, okay, you're still kind of waking up, and you're like, what? And it takes you a good little bit, and like Paige is like shaking you awake at this point, like wake up. And then you finally come to, and yeah, Poe's not there. You see the Honage's Pokeball, and you see the opened Apricorn ball, with no Silicobra inside, and their backpack, but they're gone. Poe is not there.
What the hell? Well, I guess we gotta find him now.
Ring, 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 ring. Phone call, phone call. Ring, 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 ring. Phone call, phone call. Pippa, your phone is going off.
Okay, well, Pippa's gonna pull out the phone and check it.
You see it is from Professor Mahogany.
Hello?
Yes, Pippa. I was wondering if I could speak with Poe, please.
No?
I'm sorry, what?
Maybe? No.
Clearly I have caught you at a bad time. I'm terribly sorry. Okay, well, I am terribly busy, but I just need to send this over real quick. If you could switch the receive button on your device so you can receive something. This is for Poe. When you see them, just give them the item and go along your merry way. Gotta go. Bye. Click.
Right, well, she's gonna set up the receive button.
All right, so you see, basically, you open up your phone and you press the receive button, and you see one queued up send request. You hit accept, and it digitally sends it over. As you see your phone basically beam out this sort of like bluish scanning sort of 3D thing, as you see it basically begin to build a yellowish egg right in front of you, and then it just kind of like fully finishes, and you notice this yellow egg with this brown strip that goes all the way around it, and it's just laying on the ground. It is a Pokemon egg.
Is that a Pichu egg?
Roll research. Gonna be at a little bit of a higher difficulty, so I'm gonna minus 20 from what your total is. Okay, perfect. All right, no problem.
It doesn't matter if I rolled a 14.
It is indeed a Pichu egg. From what you've seen in the old records of what a Pichu egg looked like, sure enough.
Well, that's all good and dandy, but Poe is missing.
Well, let's go find them.
Is there like any signs of like struggle or tracks or anything?
Just gone.
Or just gone.
Not the only thing that looks a little weird is the absence of Silicobra in the Pokeball. So that either means Poe deliberately left behind Honedge but not Silicobra, or something happened. You're really not sure. But Go ahead and make me a wits roll, either one of you, or both.
You go first. Take turns.
Yes.
Okay.
Probably not, but let's try it anyway. Oh, actually,
Yes.
yes.
Perfect. You kind of both.
Remember,
Go ahead.
I got smarter last time.
You did. That's right. You kind of both come to the same conclusion at the same time. If Honedge is still in that Pokeball, maybe Honedge knows.
Yeah, let's bring out Honedge. See if Honedge can like lead us to Poe.
Sure. So you pick up the Pokeball, you press the button, it expands in your hands, and you call out Honedge. Honedge, there's this beam of that red energy as you see the shiny Honedge appear and is floating and just kind of looking at you with the Honedge face. There's really no emotion on a sword's face, and it's floating there. What do you do?
Honedge, Poe is missing. Do you know where Poe went?
Roll partner link for me.
Why, yes.
So it's not responding to you. However, it doesn't seem phased. Like it's not surprised that Poe is not there.
Okay.
Pippa, roll me a percentile.
Just
Just a percentile. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I know what it is.
I'm concerned.
Same.
9.
So no joke, the difficulty was 10. Go ahead and check off Psychic Link for me.
Who?
What?
Pippa.
Pippa.
What? Really? Yes.
As suddenly everything around you gets blurry and dark, and you are just surrounded by almost space. You're floating in space, and Honedge is there with you. As you establish a psychic link with Honedge, as you hear, "Yes, I am aware that Poe is gone.
Okay. Do you know where?
They did not tell me, but they are convinced it is for your own good. Silicobo was sent back to the professor, and I was to remain here to protect you."
So they're just gone?
They have left. For their own reasons.
For good. For good. Not coming back?
There's a pause of saddened silence, and then it thinks at you again. "I believe that is their intention, yes."
Well, that's not gonna work. Okay, guess we're gonna go find Poe.
As you wish, Master.
Okay. And now she has to figure out how to break said psychic link.
You just like it just severs after you're done.
Okay.
You're not sure, but everything just kind of like fades back into existence after you're done talking with Honedge.
Okay, well, apparently, Poe has decided to be a dummy and leave on their own. So, we're gonna go find them now.
Hey. That was Paige going, why? We haven't even had breakfast yet.
I don't know, but apparently they sent Silicobra to the professor and left Honich here with us and is just gone.
It's time to find the stinky boy.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Poe,
Oh no.
you are walking on your own.
Absolutely not.
You see the sign to Pewter City to the north. And stop for a moment. I'm going to have you make a perception check. It is at twice what your score is. Max 95.
Yes.
Okay. So as you look, you turn slowly, and you look up and you see a mountain. And it's a mountain that you recognize. It's familiar. And for a moment, you're just looking at it, and you remember these old times with your family, with Viv, and just traveling through the Kalos region and surviving. And you would look up at a mountain very similar to this. And you make the connection, you realize it's the same mountain, but you're looking at it from the other side. Just over this mountain range is the Kalos region. And in the Kalos region, where all of your old friends were, sure your family's there too, but those Pokemon that you left behind when you went on this journey, they're all there waiting for you. They miss you. Could you really keep putting this group into danger like you have? So Poe, as you ponder at this mountain in front of you, what do you do?
I was going to look at the mountain and look at the sign for Pewter City. And then back towards where they left Paige and Pippa. And pick any direction other than those three and just walk.
Absolutely fucking not.
So, Pewter was to the north. Kalos was to the northwest. And Meridian was to the south. You begin heading east. And as you begin heading east, okay,
Fight you, you garbage child.
so as you kind of begin heading east, you can still see the road from where you are. And you head further and further in. You go into a wooded area. Keep going. You find a beaten path. And continue following it, aimlessly heading. No real destination. I'm gonna have you make a perception check.
Perception! I need to check off that I succeeded to that. That's a no.
Okay. You continue heading further into this forest and further. You're pretty much staring at the ground, and the world around you is just kind of almost not there as you're lost in thought. Looking towards the ground, though, is abruptly put to a stop as you bump into a stone wall. You look up. You've found a building of some sort.
I'm gonna sort of follow the wall around, sort of inspect what kind of building it is, if it's suitable for any sort of survival purpose, I suppose, shelter.
Sure. All right. Go ahead and make another perception check. I don't have survival. Yeah. So
Nope. Poe is too distracted.
you're looking around, and there's nothing really of use in here. It looks like maybe this was like a pit stop somewhere along this route, but obviously you've never been to Kanto, so you really don't know. But you do remember seeing some buildings like this. Obviously, this one's in way better repair than the ones that you used in Kalos, but there's nothing of real use here. It looks like it may have already been scavenged. When you're looking about and you see this prismatic crystal hanging out of well, not hanging, but sprouting out of the ground, almost like a stalagmite. A little bit of the sun glints off of it and creates a prismatic sort of rainbow.
Poe will inspect it, kind of
Sure.
admire, because
Okay. Let's see. Make me another research roll. Or a research roll. I don't think I pick one yet.
that's actually a success.
Okay. So, these crystals, you've seen something similar before. When you went into the cave where you found the Charmander and the Cubone, you did see similar crystals like this, except those ones were like more reddish or blue or other colors. This one is more of a clear prismatic rainbow sort, so it's like white with those sparkling prisms all over it. And it seems to be lodged into the ground, and there's a hole in the actual ground of this place where it's going in, and it looks like, yeah, it looks like it's lodged in there.
Out of curiosity, Poe's going to like tug at it a little bit to see if it'll come out of the ground.
Okay, make a physical prowess check for me.
Nope,
Okay, so
it's stuck.
uh, as you reach and basically grab a hold of it, you begin to pull, and it is lodged in there, and then you feel a around you,
I let go of it really fast.
and then you let go, and you see it moves on its own. Then the whole building,
I'm getting out of there.
as you begin to basically head out of this dilapidated building, you feel the ground below you give way as you see this beast emerge from the ground. And let's just pull this guy right here who's been sneaking, who's been kind of hiding here this whole time. And we're gonna plop him right down there as you see a Steelix looming over your body. It's that prism. It seems like it's lodged into it, and it looks like it is angry, uncomfortable, and in considerable amount of pain. And it looks at you. Pippa and Paige, make a perception check for me.
I will go first.
Page first.
Absolutely.
Okay. Pippa.
Find out. Yes.
Okay, I will now have you both make a research roll.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wait, that might actually be a success. It is.
Nice. Okay. So, as you're hearing this cry, and you kind of know the area you're in, it's very groundy, very earthy. And at first, you're like, "Is that an onyx?" But then no, it's too tinny. There's a grind to the cry. It's a steelix, and it's mad at something. And you're missing a friend. What do you do?
Missing a friend who's missing all of a Pokemon's.
Away. Just in case. Just in case.
Yep, let's do.
So you begin bolting in that direction? Okay.
Yeah.
Go make me another physical prowess check.
No.
Okay. So, basically, it rears up as you see its mouth. Electricity begins to like just scatter all around its mouth as it rears back and grabs a hold of you in its mouth and chomps down. You can feel some of your bones crunching under the pressure as you feel the
Whoa.
electricity coursing through your body at the same time as he uses Thunder Fang on you. And you feel yourself like you're out of it. You are not doing well. What do you do?
Well, I don't have any Pokemon.
You don't?
No.
Can I... Am I still in its mouth?
You are currently in its mouth, yes.
Can I attempt to establish a psychic link with it?
Ooh, go for it.
It's fun, yes. Are you fucking kidding me?
You failed. There is
Are you
just
fucking kidding me?
something bestial, something just pure rage about this Steelix. There is no talking to it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to wiggle out instead.
Okay, go ahead and make a physical prowess check.
Give me something below an 80, please. Fucking hell.
Did it get stuck?
You get stuck.
I just barely failed.
Barely failed. Okay, last roll. Make me a luck check.
Yes.
Hang on just a second.
Thank God I succeeded at something.
Yeah. My headset's about to die. Hold on just a second. I need to plug this bad boy in. Okay, so as you're limp inside of this Steelix's mouth, and you're basically helpless, and there's this moment where you're like, this is it. This is where I die. And then you hear as you hear this noise and this blur of green jump out of nowheres and slam into the side of Steelix. As you see a Go-Go slam into the side of Steelix.
No, I need to
Ow.
continue what you're doing. I'm looking up what the hell that is.
He's a goat.
It's a goat.
Or
And
yes.
basically,
Oh.
as it does so, it slams into it just enough that the Steelix like lets go of you, just enough that the Go-Go soars through the air and you land on its soft, leafy back, and it just begins bolting west. And there's this moment where you're like sort of like phasing in and out of consciousness, where you're remembering Viv. But this can't be. No, this can't be Viv. Its coat. It's way too big. The like greenish coat that Go-Go has, it's not localized around the neck and the back like it is on most Go-Goats. Its entire body is covered by these leaves, and you're holding on to the Go-Goat's horns, basically reflexively trying to stay on this thing as the Steelix is stampeding behind you, and Go-Go is like basically trying to outpace this thing, just going straight forward. And you can feel, by placing your hands on the horns of Go-Go, you can feel its emotions. This is actually a trait of Go-Go, and you know this. It needs to protect you. It needs to protect you. And it is going. Okay, so now that that's going on, we're going to enter in what I'm going to dub an adrenaline sequence. For those of you who've played with me before, it's very similar to a skill challenge check. So basically, it's going to be 3 turns. It's going to take you guys 3 turns to get to Poe, and it's going to take Poe 3 turns to get to you. In the meantime, basically, you guys will have to use your Pokemon and your trainer skills to get yourself there and overcome any obstacles that might come along the way. I have a random encounter sheet of things that are going to pop up as you're trying to find Poe. Poe, in the meantime, when it comes to
I'm
your
reminded
turn...
of the trap room.
Yes. When it comes to your turn, you basically have control of Go-Go and will be able to make attacks against Steelix as it is chasing you. You're going to have to obviously establish like a partner link or a psychic link to know what moves it does, but this should be an interesting challenge. So we're going to start off. I've already got people's initiatives. First one to go is Honedge, who is currently being controlled by Paige. So Paige.
Pippa.
I'm sorry, Pippa. Yeah, Pippa. Yeah, because of the psychic link. So Pippa, basically, you all hear this, and you begin bolting in this direction. It is Honedge's turn. You know its moveset from when you fought with it before. So you can go ahead and reveal the moves.
Honedge has Tackle, Fury Cutter, and Shadow Sneak.
Okay.
What I'm going to have you do, I'm going to have Poe roll me a random check to see what the random obstacle is.
Is it a percentile?
Yes, percentile. $68? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, 68.
Almost the fun.
So as you, as you two begin charging into the forest with the Pokemon, you see like a little bit of a clearing in the forest, and there is like this blackish cloud like circling overhead. And then you see a few of the black specks begin coming in your direction, and they seem to be attracted to your running as it comes closer and closer, and they look like these ravens. And that's when they get even closer, and you realize there are 5 Murkrow swarming at you. What does Honedge do?
Sorry, what were the moves again? I need...
Tackle, Fury Cutter, or Shadow Sneak.
Um, let's do. Let's do. Let's do Fury Cutter.
Okay, so basically, as you see, you basically command Fury Cutter, and Honedge is like, normally I would make you roll, but because this is to save Poe, no problem obeying you, and shrieks into the air that purplish, reddish, blackish slash, and all three of them just shink and fall out of the ground. Boom, 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 and you continue to run. All right, Poe. Wait, no. Whose turn is it? It is Henna. It is Antenna's turn.
Baby.
As you see more of the Murkrow begin to swarm down. What does Antenna do?
It would help if I actually knew my Pokemon's moves. It's gonna. First of all, restore that. It's going to use confusion.
Okay. So basically, as you see Hatena come forward and just floats up in the air, and you see the five more grouping in, they are surrounded by this purplish aura, and all of them are just shot up in the air into the actual cloud of Murkrow, and it disperses, leaving it open as you continue running into the forest. Poe, go ahead and roll me another percentile.
Percentile.
What?
Are you fucking kidding me? 1.
I don't like that.
Neither do I.
I'm sorry, I'm dumbfounded. I wrote something down with the thought that no one's gonna roll it during this sequence, but I want you to just take a look at my screen real quick. I want you to see what a 1 is on my random note that I did not alter anything. Okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so hang on just a second. This is gonna be funny.
Funny or horrible?
Maybe a little both, I don't know. Depends on how you guys react, I guess. I was not expecting that to happen. Alright, hang on just a second. You guys are in a forest. So, right.
I feel like I'm gonna be mad at you.
Maybe
Probably.
not. I don't know. It really depends. And
I
generate.
mean, it depends.
Okay. As you begin charging, basically further in, the path seems clear, and you are just bolting in the direction that you heard the cry from. When you feel this kind of vibration around you, as you see these like wheels of some sort, as they're turning at you, speeding up as they do so. And one of them just looks a little bit different. Go ahead and make me a research check to see if you can identify what this is.
Who?
Either one of you. Or
Okay.
both.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice! Alright, you guys are rolling freaking great today.
I'm not.
Nope, but that's okay. Well, you did just roll a 1, so...
That's gonna be my only good roll of the night.
Alright, let me pull up this. So as you look upon these Pokemon, there are 10 of them in total, and you recognize this as an insect Pokemon named Whirlipede. It looks like maybe you have disrupted their cocooning phase, and they're basically spinning in your direction. But that's not what the one was. As you look in the center, there is one that seems to be different. It's colored differently. A shiny Pokemon. There's a shiny Whirlipede in the middle, which is, instead of that purplish with red circles going down the wheel, it is a dark purple with this bright, almost like glowing blue circles going around its carapace. What do you guys do? There is a shiny. You have a chance to catch a shiny during this freaking chase.
Well, we have an empty Pokeball.
You do. You do.
Um. Well, we can also just throw it at it and see if that works.
You could try
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
We'll
All
just go
right.
with
Why
that.
not?
Okay, so I'm gonna say that since Pippa has Honedge, that Paige has the empty Pokeball. So basically,
Yep.
you spin up. You're gonna have to take one of your Pokemon's moves away. So either Pancham or Rookity, you're gonna have to sacrifice one of their turns. But you begin to wind
I'll
up.
sacrifice Rookities.
All right, and as you chuck the Pokeball, go ahead and roll a percentile for me. As it's shiny, it has a higher percentage, luckily.
9.
You rolled a 9?
I rolled a
Yep.
9.
Holy shit! As you're just bolting as these wheels are coming at you. And I'm gonna have both of you make a physical prowess check first.
Okay.
No.
Okay?
No.
Okay, so basically, as you're doing this, they come at you and they just stampede past you. They're not like looking to fight you, but they seem to be fleeing from something. Probably that big grinding noise that you're running towards. As they slam against you, and it's like for a moment you're in an obstacle course with a bunch of like punching bags just slamming you side to side. It is not a comfortable feeling as you are basically flung to the ground, and they continue on. Paige, you have just enough energy to kind of pick yourself up, grab the Pokeball. You see that shiny, and you whoosh. It like slow bullet time through the air as it hits the shiny's back. Explodes into that reddish energy, shoots into it, falls to the ground. As you see the fireworks shoot from the top of the Pokeball, and it bounces back into your hand. You have caught a shiny Whirlipede.
I'm going to immediately send that fucker back.
Yep, you hit the button and
Home.
it sends back immediately. Oh wait, no, it does not, because
It was an empty Pokeball.
it was an empty Pokeball and it's already been transferred today.
Oh. Oh, that's right. Silicobra.
Yep, Silicobra was
Sent back.
transferred back, so. Alright, so you have a shiny Whirlipede and you just keep going. Okay, it is now Mankey's turn. Luckily the way looks clear. However, if you want to use a move to help Mankey kind of get you guys there a little quicker, you may do so. If there's anything you can think of outside of the box that you can do that Mankey has as a move.
Let me take a look. I need to reset all of these. Okay, there we go. So we're trying to like get our butts moving.
And you're in a pretty thick forest. There's like a little bit of a clearing, but you're basically heading forward more.
Fury swipes.
Okay. As you see Mankey begin charging forward and like leaps in, there's a blur of that white fur as he jumps into the air, and he just fury swipes as you see 4 trees just clearing an even bigger path for you guys as you can continue to bolt. Whose turn is it now? Rookity, you are that's when you caught your Pokeball, so that one is done. Silicopra's not there. It is back to Poe. Poe, you are basically on, you're holding on to the horns of Go-Goat, and it is your turn. It is Go-Goat's turn. What does Go-Goat do?
Pam-Cham?
Did we skip Pancham? I think we did. Yes,
Yeah.
we skipped Pancham. What does Pancham do?
Pam-Cham's gonna use Arm Thrust.
Okay, so
Bring down more trees.
basically, you see him just basically kind of ninjing back and forth. There's like this lightning bolt sort of zigzag thing that he's doing with his arm out, like he's clotheslining, as he clears out more trees in a line. And you guys keep continuing forward. Poe, back to you. You are on the go-go. You are holding on as this freaking Steelix is charging after you. What do you do?
Again, attempt to establish a psychic link.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. You're establishing it with Go-Go or Steelix?
Steelix seems too mad, so go.
Okay. So you establish the link with you establish the link with Go-Go, and you remember, like, suddenly you're not getting the same, because it's not a psychic Pokemon. You don't have the same connection as you do with like Honedge. So all you're seeing is these images, and it's like it's trying to tell you something. And the purpose that your family got Go-Go for was to help on the farm, and the main purpose was to plow the fields. And you're seeing images of it plowing the fields. What do you do? It's trying to tell you something.
Yeah, well, Poe's not smart, okay? Neither am I.
Make a wits roll.
Yes.
Okay. So maybe it wants you to use plow? Is that even a move? You're not sure.
I will give it a psychic command to plow.
As you basically see it's charging away from it, it stops skidding and it leaves this divot in the ground as it turns around, and it begins charging forward at the Steelix. Its whole body begins to be like engulfed with this like these leaves that are spinning around it as it kicks by, and it charges in for an attack, and it uses the move Bulldoze. All right, so let's pull up that move. Yeah, Bulldoze. Go ahead and roll a percentile. See if it hits.
The fun number.
The fun number. Nice. Okay, that hits as you see it basically slams into Steelix, and Steelix is going to take, what is the attack of Go-Goat? 5 minus the defense. 5. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Okay, as, Steelix takes 55 points of damage as it slams into it. Okay, that is your turn. It is now Honedge.
Hey, question for you.
Yes.
Bulldoze is a ground type move, isn't it?
Oh, it does double! You're fucking right! Wait, does it? No.
Yes.
Against
Yes.
Steelix?
Yes.
It does! You're fucking right. So it does 110 damage. Okay. Okay. All right, Poe, go ahead and make a percentile roll for me.
Oh no.
$62.
62. Okay, as you basically you two begin heading forward this this direction, you can hear the sounds of combat. It sounds like something is trying to combat whatever is going on over there with that Steelix that you heard. And you basically are just bolting down this path, and it comes into a clearing with a large oak tree. It's very beautiful for a moment, as you see hanging from it are dozens of Kakuna. Go ahead and make a wits or research roll, whichever is better for you. Start with Sig. Or whichever one you want to try to get a success on.
Well, I have a success on both, so it doesn't matter.
Perfect. Okay.
That's a no for both.
Okay, no on both. So yeah, Kakuna, whatever. We need to go get Poe if this is Poe that's happening right now. Your wits and research. I'll let you check off one if it hasn't been checked off yet.
Checked off.
Oh, perfect. So basically, as you are heading in the direction, you realize that all of these Kakuna, if there are Kakuna in this tree, that means there are a lot of Beedrill in this tree, and if you make too much noise, you might upset the Beedrill. What do you do? It is Honage's turn. Dolphy, you don't have the information.
I don't.
Can I tell Pippa that
Yes.
information?
Yes, you can.
Pippa, we need to be quiet.
It's not good at being quiet.
I don't want to get stung by a giant bee.
Me either.
It is Honage's turn. What does Honage do?
Oh, right. So, we're trying not to attract some Beedrill.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be pushing my luck to have Honedge just kind of hold action at that point, would I?
You can absolutely do that. Make a partner link roll.
Okay, I'm actually good at that. Somewhat.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, it is possible for you guys to make headway without alerting them of your presence with a move that Honedge has. And the second word specifically says sneak. Shadow sneak.
Shadow sneak.
All right, so basically you have that blur of energy as it's almost like you're displaced for a moment. Like all of your Pokemon and you are in that blur of motion as you see it just streak by and you are on the other side of the tree. And the Kakuna are none the wiser as you continue going. Okay, so that's Honage's turn. It is now Hatena's turn. Poe, go ahead and make me another roll. Okay. As you continue on, you get to this wall. It looks like it used to be like a fence of some sort, but it is covered with overgrowth and vines everywhere. You will not be able to go around this. What do you guys do? It is Hatena's turn.
This is an instance where Hatena doesn't have very many good things to use.
Mm-hmm.
Because we can't exactly confuse the vines.
You could also use a trainer action. which would be your
What would-
abilities.
What would that be? Oh, right here.
Yeah, you can choose any one of the abilities that you want to roll. Just think outside of the box. Or you could just skip.
No, you know what? Let me. So I'm sorry. It's a like a wall of vines.
Yeah, it's a wall of vines that are in your way. And Confusion does still do damage. So you could
True.
still use Confusion if you wanted to. And remember, you guys do need to check off the points that you're using, your power points. Don't forget to spend your power points
Right.
on your moves when you use them.
I think I did that for Fury Swipes and forgot to do it for. Yeah, I did. Okay, good.
I just noticed some zeros and I'm like, wait a minute.
Okay, so you know what? Fuck it. Let's try and damage it with some confusion.
Okay, so basically you see it project forward, and that purplish energy surrounds the vines and begins choking it out and crushing them as you see parts of the vines begin to deteriorate. What is the damage of confusion? 50 plus the special attack, 65. So it takes a good portion of the vines away, but not all of them. That is Heda's turn, and that makes it Pancham. Mankey. Yeah, Mankey.
Well, what Hatena started, Mankey's gonna finish up with some. Let's use some.
Paige, before that happens, before you give that order, Paige, make a wits roll.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Let me just double check, but I'm pretty sure. Am I wrong? Nope, never mind. Never mind, I'll save that roll though. Okay, so what does Mankey do?
He is going to shake it up a little bit and low kick some of those vines out of our way.
Okay, so basically you see him jump up and he comes down with that jump kick, and how much damage does low kick? Okay, yeah, so that unfortunately these don't weigh a whole lot, so it's not going to do a whole lot of damage as you see it streak down, and it does break quite a bit like you could, to the point where there's a gap where a smaller Pokemon could probably fit through, but not enough for all of you to fit through. So it's almost gone. Making it Pancham's turn. Now is the stroke of genius that you have. As you remember looking at that disc that you had that said HM1, and then it was crossed out and said TM93. You're like, wait a minute. HM1, TM93. A long time ago, HM1 was a move called Cut, and it was later turned into TM93. If you're good about it, you could probably clear out all of the rest of the vines without even rolling anything at all if you can properly teach it in this turn. It'll be a partner link check if you decide to do that.
I do that with Rookity because I don't have enough room for Pancham to learn another move right
You'd have to either sacrifice a move from Pancham, or you can teach it to Rookity. I believe Rookity can learn... Yes, I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna teach it to Rookity.
M01. Let me... And you haven't acted with Rookity yet, so I will let you do that retroactively. Hang on just a second. Let me just make sure that it can learn Cut. I'm pretty sure it can. Because I thought Mankey used to be able to learn it, but unfortunately no longer can.
I don't think Rookity can. Not saying anything.
Yeah, no, neither of them can. So it would have to be Pancham if you wanted to do that. You don't have to by any means, because Honedge can also learn it, and a few other Pokemon.
Pancham can learn Cut.
Pancham can learn Cut.
Huh. Sure. We'll get rid of Lear.
Okay. So go ahead before you write it down, because you haven't officially learned it yet. You have to make a partner link roll. Perfect.
Yes.
So basically, you just think about it for a moment, and you're like, wait a minute, cut HM1, TM93, Pancham. Pancham! And then you take the small disc, you slide it into the Pokedex, and it actually works. As you see it, and you see it kind of beam forward and shows that holographic display of what the move looks like. You see Pancham look, and he grins, and you see him take out the leaf out of his hands, and he just starts running, and like for a moment he flicks the leaf out, the leaf grows to a larger one, and becomes like strengthened, and there's this shink as you see him just like run past it, and there's this moment where you no longer see Pancham, and all you can see is the vines in your way, and then the way is completely cleared for you guys as you bolt in that direction, and Pancham now knows Cut. Okay, that makes it Rookity's turn. One more percentile roll from Yupo.
Distant calves noises. The fun number.
We already
Again.
rolled that one, so that means the way is clear as you guys continue forward, and all of your Pokemon like swarming behind you. It is still Rookity's turn as you see the Steelix basically charging this Go-Go who has a limped, like almost passed out Poe hanging onto its horn as it's charging in your direction. What does Rookity do?
I'm just looking if Steelix has anything.
Yep.
Okay. We are going to use. God, I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's why I'm confused. Let's see. Why not Fury Attack?
Okay, so basically you see you see Rookity like jump off of your shoulder and goes forward, and you hear it go "Rah!" And then you see a flash of this white energy surrounding Rookity, and as it says "Rah! Visquire!" and it explodes with energy, and it is no longer a Rookity but a Corvisquire as it charges in for the attack.
Yay!
It evolves. Okay, so you're using Fury Attack?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make a die 4 roll to see how many times it hits. Or, no, we decided that we're rolling each attack. Yeah, okay, so 2 attacks. Sorry, 3 attacks, because it's +1. So, first one, unfortunately misses because of the accuracy of Fury Attack. The second one hits. And the third one just hits. Okay, so 15 plus the attack, so that's 30. So 30 minus the defense. And what is the typing? That's normal, right? And it takes half damage. So as you see him come in and strike, and it like ting ting, it barely does anything to it, as it takes a total of 2 damage. Its defense was just able to negate the attacks. That makes it still Cobra. So now it's Go-Goat's. Oh wait. Yeah. So now we're at top of the turn. So it is Go-Go and no, it's Honedge. Honedge has higher than a 15, right?
Honedge has a 12.
Okay. So it is Go-Goat's. And
Has Steelix taken any turns?
I don't think I have. Whoops. Okay.
Oh, just did it.
That's okay, I'll do it from now on. So we'll have Steelix go first then, since I've missed that. Someone roll me a die 4 to see what move Steelix uses.
Oh.
Really? Okay.
Oh.
So you all kind of get up there, at which point you're all basically in melee. Everyone can add their minis to the battle map now. That will help.
My babies. Oh, okay, you got it.
I gotcha.
I completely missed. How the fuck? Pippa's just floating on a bush.
I mean, why not?
Okay. So, as you see it rear up, and that similar electrical energy around its mouth as it charges backwards, and it's about to attack Go-Go, but something happens. As you see, it's like twitching as it's striking forward, and it bends and curves, and something is attracting it to you, Paige. As, like, you feel something pulling from your backpack, and your backpack literally is sparking as you kind of reach in reflexively and pull out the Poke egg, the Pichu egg, as you see, and it's almost like a magnetic pull as you see Steelix come in and, like, grabs a hold of the egg and begins jolting it with electricity. And the egg seems to absorb all of that electricity. Go ahead and write the number 8 for me on your on that charge icon on your character sheet. Where it says 0, yeah, put 8. Thank you.
Okay.
And nothing happens. However, you see the Steelix looks incredibly angry as this happens, and it reels up, it looks at all of you. And then you hear a as something shatters, and that spike of energy, that spike of crystal that was lodged into it shatters, and you see its whole body begin to glow this whitish energy as its size begins to shape and transform. Where are you?
Concerned.
You might have to, like, click
Have
and
to
drag.
find
grab
where
it.
the hitbox is. Where are my hitboxes? Here we go. Perfect. Yeah! As you see
Oh,
it
no.
transform into Mega Steelix. Go ahead and make me a research check, Paige. The only-
We live in that universe, do we? Yes.
That's a success, just barely. Anybody else wants to roll research to just be able to check off the skill if you don't have it, may do so as well.
I already got that for today.
Canonically,
The Dark
Mega
Child will
Stones
try.
belong in a parallel universe to the Pokemon world.
So, the Mega Stones are from radiation caused by the ultimate weapon. So, as you kind of remember that, that thing hanging out of it must have been raw steelosite, and it just mega evolved. And you see other crystals in this place as you're scanning the room. There are others. So, you are now facing down a Mega Steelix. Did you succeed your...
No, but I realized I already had research checked off.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So that means it is Go-Goat's turn. Go ahead and make either Partner Link or a Psychic Link to try to find out another one of its moves.
That would be a yes on either.
Okay.
We'll do Psychic Link because that's Poe's thing.
Okay. So...
Or, you know what? Partner Link. I need to get that up.
Sure. So you kind of like you're remembering things and you're thinking. And you remember when you were younger and Go-Go had just evolved. And one of the first things that Go-Go was able to do, was specifically taught to do, was to create milk. It has the move Milk Drink if you needed to heal somebody. But it is your choice what you do. So you know that it has Milk Drink and Bulldoze at this point. What do you do?
Bulldoze seemed really effective, so let's use that again.
It seemed almost super effective, if you would.
Yes.
Okay, 32. That's to hit?
Yep.
Yep, that successfully hits. Yep. So the damage is... So the power is 60. What is the... I have that.
I was gonna say, you have all that information. I do not.
So 85... 85 times 2...
170.
Minus 60, because its defense is 60 right now.
110.
110 damage. As you see Go-Go, like, turns around, just, like, goes in for another Bulldoze and delivers, another 110 points of damage. Okay. For that... Okay, so it's taken 213. No, sorry, 215. Alright, that is Go-Goat's turn. It is now Honedge's turn.
Okay.
Poe, you have control over Honedge again.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, you're within range. Where did my Steelix go?
I don't know.
It ran away.
It took so much damage, it apparently fled.
It hasn't taken that much damage yet.
Shadow Sneak.
Okay. Is that super effective or anything? I'm trying to get...
It's a ghost type. I don't know.
Okay, hang on. I'm trying to get the fucking Pokemon back. Where are you?
He needed a nap. Let him nap.
No naps allowed. No naps allowed.
ghost type move does normal damage.
Just happened.
Oh, I rewound because I'm trying to get Steelix back.
What did you do to it?
Hang on. There
Oh,
we go.
there it is.
There we go. And now we'll play. Okay. So, I'm sorry, what was that?
It does normal damage.
Shadow Sneak?
Yep.
Okay, so you automatically hit because of your trait.
Yep.
Go ahead and what is the total damage with Shadow Sneak? Also, that was a priority move, so you could have interrupted with that.
Yep. Let's see. 40 plus 10.
40 plus 10, 50. You said normal damage,
Yep.
so it does 1 point of damage.
Like.
Ting! It seems like this metal carapace is just intense. Okay, so that's Honage's turn. It is now Hatena's turn.
It's got my cameras.
I'm sorry.
Less.
Okay, well, wait, actually. No, never mind. The option is do. Well, I guess we're gonna use confusion.
Okay, that's gonna do half damage. So go ahead and roll, and I'm pretty sure that's just gonna do 1 point.
Is Steelix only half affected by psychic moves?
Yes.
Oh, boo.
Resistant to psychic. Okay, go ahead and roll me a percentile to see if it's confused, though. We're looking for under 30. No, it is not
Nope.
confused. All right, so basically you see that it just shakes off that energy, and it's too big for Hatena to close around. And you hear roar! Hatena kind of like flinches a little bit at that.
My
Okay, but
baby.
not the flinch condition, luckily.
No, I know.
Okay, it is now Mankey's turn.
Okay. It is time to play with. Let's see.
If you want, I can give you a hint with a research check.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Because let's do Dun, 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 dun. Let's do low kick.
Low kick. Okay, how much does, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's maxed out. Let me see what the weight of Mega Steelix is. Mega Steelix weighs a total of 1,631 pounds, so I'm pretty sure Low Kick does the maximum amount of damage of 120, and it's also super effective.
Yes, it is.
So, go ahead and roll your attack for me. God, I hope this hits. Just barely hit. Okay, as you see, basically Mankey jumps up into the air. There's a streak as it flips backwards, and its foot just like starts streaking down with this pulsing energy as it strikes into Steelix. So that would be 120 plus Mankey's attack is 15, so that would be 135 times 2. So that's 270. Did I do that right?
Yes.
Minus the defense of 60, so it's 210. It does 210 points of damage. As you see, basically the streak afterwards of the blur of white fur, basically comes back to the ground. You see a literal chunk of just of steel, just like completely broken off of Steelix. A chunk of Steelix is now missing. Steelix looks pretty hurt at this point. However, it is Hancham's turn.
Cham's gonna use arm thrust.
All right, that is also super effective. Go ahead and roll your attack. Oh,
Yeah,
and it. I'm sorry. Before you roll attack, roll 1d4 plus 1 to see how many times you hit. We'll keep that. That was a hit. Okay, so you hit 4 times. So 3 more attacks. So the first one hit. Second one hit. Third one hit. Last attack.
I feel bad.
Last one hits. All right, so all 4 hits. What is the attack of Pancham? So 15. 15 plus each one of those does 15, so 30. So 4 of them hit, so that's 120 times 2 is 240. Minus the defense of 60 is 180. It takes 180 points of damage. Tell me what happens.
Well, Paige doesn't like the fact that they see one of their friends basically unconscious, almost, and just looks at Pancham, and is just like, "Do your thing, bro."
Pancham! And she cracks her knuckles and then strikes forward as you see the arm thrust. Is about to do a clothesline, but instead like jumps into the air and does the people's elbow, the Pancham elbow. Boom! And strikes it into the ground. The dust clears, and when it does, there's nothing left but an unconscious Steelix in front of you. What do you do?
I guess throw a Pokeball at it?
Okay, Pokeball go as you throw it and boom, and then that fireworks shoots off.
Then it gets sent back to home base.
Yep, it gets sucked back to, yeah, Steelix suddenly shows up at the sanctuary. Alright, let me change.
Time to scold our friend because what exactly did you think you were doing?
dust clears and everything seems calm. Oh, you realize you're back with your teammates? Friends? What do you do?
Alex.
Oh. Well, first Poe is going to pat Go-Goat on the side and slide off it, like to say thank you.
Licks you.
Sorry, I had just taken a bite of pancake.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
Timing.
Honedge will slowly hover over to you as well.
What exactly did you think you were doing?
I'm with her.
Poe looks really confused, like, wasn't it obvious? I was leaving.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Paige is gonna walk over and just slap Poe.
Ow.
Like, how hard?
like-
Is this like a playful?
Not very hard, but enough to get the point across.
Poe is still
Oh.
hurting from being chomped on by a Steelix.
Yeah. So you get a nice like on the cheek, like a nice little "what were you thinking" sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like not
Yeah.
enough to actually hurt or anything, but yeah, it's still the ow.
Oh, it's gonna sit down for a minute.
Go-Go will curl in its hooves and just lean up against you, and that's when you get to take a closer look at Go-Go, and you've established a psychic link. It is the same Viv, but something is different about it. Its coat now reaches its entire fur. The grass, the leaves, covers its entire fur. I'll let anybody make a research check if they would like to.
Sure. Knowledge. I
Someone
think
roll,
it broke. Oh fuck.
think I did the mistake and I rolled first.
please.
I got excited.
That's okay.
Let's try again.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That is a success. Yeah, you're a 95.
Sorry, what was it? A research?
Research.
No.
Okay. Oh.
Nope.
Hey, Paige. Its coat. It's very rare to see a go-go with a coat like that. And it usually only happens after it has overcome many obstacles and many challenges. Pokemon have what's called a hidden ability, and this one seems to have unlocked it.
Poe's just gonna lean back against Viv, and in their mind go, "You were supposed to stay."
Absolutely not.
Just licks you. There's a sort of sadness that you get with the psychic link. Not a sadness like missing you, but more of a sadness of when you mentioned you were supposed to stay behind. Code Edge will just float over to the side where you would keep it sheathed, and it will just lean up against you, and its ribbon will curl around your waist, which is very weird for anyone who knows the Legend of Honedge. That should kill
Yeah.
Poe, but it's not for some reason.
Poe is going to cry.
Poe starts crying. What does Pippa and Paige do?
Don't do that. What? Why are you crying?
Paige is not good with this stuff.
Neither.
To be honest, neither is Poe.
I was just gonna pat him on the head. Don't cry. There. Do not be cry.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. But what? Why were you leaving?
Because now you're in danger because of me.
We're in danger because we're in the resistance. That's not your fault.
That's fair.
Us just doing what we're doing is pretty much it's we're either gonna succeed or we're gonna die. So like
We did consent to doing this.
You see Corva Squire, like, proudly, like, trances over and just stands in front of Paige, all proud of himself. Corv.
Now there is a very good chance that the Unity Council knows that you have a psychic with you. So,
what is that?
I've had the Unity Council in my ass more than once.
Poe kind of wipes some of the wetness from their eyes a little bit. Still dealing with emotion. What is emotion?
Oh. As you feel Go-Go kind of
Nightmares.
lead in and just starts nuzzling up against you.
Oh, look at you! You're so cute.
This is Viv.
Stands proudly.
Pip is just gonna scrub behind ears.
And you accidentally brush up against its horn as you're scratching behind its ears, and then it's like there's this moment where you're hit with a flash of emotions, basically success. Go-Go feels like it succeeded in finding its master, and you're getting this warm feeling that it's where it should be.
Aww, it loves you.
Though she should have stayed with the family.
And headbutts you just slightly.
Ow!
Absolutely not.
It seems that she has different opinions.
See, she has the same opinion that we do. Absolutely fucking not.
Anyways, can we go somewhere not in the middle of the woods and
Oh
maybe eat
yeah,
breakfast?
probably a good
Can I
plan.
use first aid on myself?
Sure, go for it. Go ahead and roll.
Ellie down. Yes.
Okay, let me look, because first aid works a little differently. So what was that? A 55?
Yeah.
Heals. Yeah, you could heal a fucking status ailment with that roll. Yeah, you basically kind of take out. You spot your backpack, which they brought with you, with them, and you walk over to your backpack. You take out some bandages. You kind of stabilize where you were bit and whatnot, and you feel okay.
Oh,
Uh,
also the professor sent this to you. Gestures wildly to the egg.
What is it?
It's a
It's a
Pichu egg.
egg.
the Hodedge kind of floats over to it too, inspecting it.
Probably from the skeleton we found.
Yeah, don't say we made that. We didn't make it.
That's why I said found. Didn't mean to say made.
Do one of you want it?
Well, the professor sent it to you.
I think it's your responsibility.
Wasn't it? Well, I mean, weren't you the one who took the quiz thing that got us the skeleton?
I guess it's still an egg, so
Mm-hmm.
hey.
Because you're absolutely not ditching us. So
Yeah, you see a couple of the Pokemon. Go-Goat will be like, "Brr." You see Hodedge just kind of like bows slightly and pets you with its ribbon. You see Hatena go, ha! And gives you this like aggravated sort of, "Well, you shouldn't have left in the first place" look. Pancham gives you this sassy look, this sassy sort of hair flip, like, "I don't really care," but kind of looks at you and gives you this grin, like, "I'm glad you're back." Corvus Squire just kind of like looks all proud and noble, and he takes its large wings and just kind of pets you on the head. And Mankey is over your back and is like grabbing insects out of your hair and you were missed. You get the feeling.
just sneaking
And Poe's
suspicion.
gonna cry again.
Oh my god.
We didn't mean to make that happen.
Let's go. Guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Off we
So
go.
you stand up, and before you guys leave, if everyone wants to make a perception check, they may do so.
Okay.
Let Sig go first.
Yep.
Let's just
Do
go.
not be impatient.
Yes.
Okay. So as you're looking around this place, you actually see more of those crystals, and
I didn't notice shit.
nice.
That's a 99.
Poe, did you want to roll as well?
Yeah, I'm rolling. Success.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll die 4.
Pippa's too happy to have her friend back.
Okay. So as you're looking around, you find more of those crystals that were launched into Steelix. And you've already established that this is raw steelicite. It would need to be reformed in order for it to be able to go into mega form at will. However, if you use the raw, they're basically one-time use mega evolutions. So technically, you found 6 raw steelicite. You could have your Steelix mega evolve 6 times.
I don't know how to spell any of the like
Steelicite?
Yeah.
Steelicite.
Okay. There was an X in it. Well, I'm just gonna carefully pocket those.
Okay. So just make a note somewhere where you'll remember that you have those. Okay, so all of you basically leave the area after you've explored the place, and we'll say that you have eaten, you've rested, and you've made it back to where you were originally. And you begin heading back on the path of Pewter City. At which point you actually see the gates of Pewter City, and it looks like there are two people outside outside the city as well. And when you get closer, you realize one of the people isn't actually a people; it's a Pokemon. There seems to be a really buff-looking woman, like straight up, probably could hand your ass to you, sort of thing. Fairly attractive, and she's got like kind of a gym outfit on, probably like a sports bra with some shorts and whatnot. And you don't see any Pokeballs or on her or anything. But to her side, on the other side of the door, you see a Machoke, who is just kind of crossing its arms. And you see her kind of speak up. Hey, stop right there. What's your business in Pewter?
She looks around. Hi, we're here to get a boulder badge.
The hell is a boulder badge?
I have no idea.
Roll fame for me.
Just
Remember that-
goddamn it, Pippa.
Well, remember that Pippa's not only famous because of the resistance.
Yes.
She's just, in general, a known figure.
No, I just meant like we're looking for a boulder badge. What the hell is a boulder badge? I don't
Yes.
know.
So you succeeded.
Yeah.
You see her like head tilts a little bit as she looks at you. Hey, I know that voice. You're Pippa.
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm such a fan. You see her like looking around for something, and she's, Machoke, do you have my pen? Looks at her like, what, are you crazy? Well, okay, I'll get it later. Go. You can go in. Oh my god, it's so good to see you. Oh my god, I can't wait to tell my friends.
Oh, I've got a pen. I always carry a pen.
Perfect. You see her pull out her phone and she hands it to you, like, sign my phone.
Pippa reaches into her bag and pulls out a handy dandy pen. Just scrawls her signature across it.
Alright, and she seems so giddy. Like, she looked like this tough, gruff, like, gym woman. But then realizing that you're, like, someone she listens to almost every day, she turned into full fangirl.
Then Pippa's an airhead, but she knows how to talk to people.
As you head into Pewter City, and it looks like a fairly intact city. There's a fair amount of overgrowth and whatnot, but it's not like Viridian, where everything's dilapidated, collapsing. It looks like this place has been fairly well maintained over the years. You see in the distance to the north, there's a kind of an exception to that rule. There is a like huge building, but it's now dilapidated and ruined and doesn't have a roof anymore. And further beyond, like inside of that building's area, which is now like open sky because it no longer has a roof, you can actually see graves on the inside of it. You guys can roll me a research to see if you know what this landmark was.
is smart.
Paige is incredibly smart. You know
Yes.
exactly what it is. That was a crit. Okay. Anybody else want to roll?
Yeah. I'm working on it. 22. That is a success.
Okay. Oh,
See, Paige might not be good at a lot of things, but Paige is smart.
Poe is not smart. Nope.
no, unfortunately, you're just not from this area. You have no idea. Pippa, you know that this used to be a long time ago, before the catastrophe. This was the Pokemon Museum, um, located on the northern end of Pewter City. Um, However, over time, when it was reclaimed afterwards, there were lots of dead that needed to be buried. So they turned it into a graveyard. Um, the extra information that Paige gets with his crit, though, is that there was an item that was very commonly on display in that museum called Old Amber, which was actually
Ooh.
used to resurrect the lost fossil Pokemon Aerodactyl.
Curious.
And then so that's what you see north. To the west, you see this giant stadium. It looks like a coliseum. Like think like Roman gladiatorial coliseum. And then to the east, you see like residential buildings. Looks like there's like a cafe, maybe an inn room, and things like that. You are now in Peter City. What do you guys do?
Maybe we should find an appropriate place to sleep and maybe take a shower.
Yeah,
Please?
probably.
I would like to take a shower.
That's fair.
You hear a soft snort from Poe behind.
You are stinky.
You should probably rest some.
Yes.
Fine.
Before I beat your ass again.
There's that
And
punk
yes,
coming out.
Paige will say that.
There's that punk attribute coming out.
Yep.
Okay. So I assume you guys head towards the inn-ish area.
Yes.
And you walk in, and it looks similar to the Pokemon Center that you were in Viridian, except it looks like it's been more restored. You see that it looks like the monitors are actually powered up. You hear the whir of of what sounds like a generator, but then you look in that direction, and it's actually an Electabuzz that is just like sitting down on a chair, and it looks like it's like looking at like a magazine of some sort, and it's just got like a couple wires like plugged into it. And you see there is an attendant with pinkish hair curled into buns, wearing an apron on the other side of the counter.
Glad that Nurse Joy still exists.
Of
Of course she exists.
Of course, she's a Pokemon. Okay, what do you guys do? You're in a Pokemon Center.
Probably find a place to stay, to sleep, I don't know.
Sure.
Let the Pokemon rest?
Okay, so you will go up to Nurse Joy because it's Nurse Joy, and she will take your Pokemon, restore them to full health. You will have there is a spare room as well for there are rooms for trainers as well. Um, it is going to cost 100 Poké dollars for the
I
night.
got this.
Excellent.
Also, from the anime specifically, Nurse Joy is the family name.
Yeah. Have you
They
ever?
explained it once in an episode or a movie that it's literally just a massive family.
Yeah, yeah. It's a giant family. There's a picture of all the Nurse Joys, but Brock
Yep.
knows the difference of all of them.
Yup.
But there was an episode of Game Theory about how Nurse Joy is actually a Pokemon. It was hilarious. That's not the case in this setting. I just thought it was funny. Um, but yeah, you guys heal up your Pokemon. Go ahead and have them all healed. You can restore their PP and whatnot, and you guys get a room for the night and rest. Um, at this point, is there anything anyone? Oh, fucking experience! I didn't give you guys XP.
Yeah, we kind of like that.
Yeah, so that Pokemon had 563 PXP, which means each of the Pokemon that participated in that combat get 56 points of PXP.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh wow.
That's
Oh, wow.
a lot.
That's a lot.
You said
said
50.
50.
You said 53.
56.
56. Shit.
Yes. So at this
What
point,
is-
if anyone would like to take a moment to look at their Pokemon, and buy anything or set something
know
up for an
what?
evolution or anything like that, that was the time to do so because you're in pewter.
Patena needs new moves
Okay.
because literally the only thing that Hatena has right now that can do anything is confusion.
Right.
Play
Yeah.
Nice and Life Dew are useless.
So evolutions are done. You've spent all the points. Are there any other like PXP that you would like to spend?
How much
No.
PXP did we gain?
You gained a total of 62 because you have an ace trainer with you. All right. I
Fair
think
enough.
that's it. I think we're all good. If there's anything else, we'll take care of it off stream. If you guys could type out a list for me of what cards I need to update, that would be fantastic. But that's where I'm going to end for tonight. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. That was a lot of fun. And until next time, toodaloo.
Bye.
Every
Still love
time.
how the doors just
Every time.
fall.